How's it going, everybody? Hope everyone's having a fantastic day. You know what time it is. I invite you to pull up a chair, sit back, and relax, and welcome you to season two, episode 17 of the SPMA Council podcast. We're doing some things a little differently today. Well, differently maybe subjective, considering how long you've watched the show. We're going to be doing it different in two ways. The first way is we're kicking it a little old school, just one complete run through of the show, one take. Everyone knows the rules, as the old saying goes. And we're doing a little something different with the show's format today. We are having a little round table, a little virtual round table of sorts to discuss the 2020-2021 academic year and what it's brought to SPEMA students. And joining us now to complete this roundtable, first for as two of SPEMA Council's first year representatives. First up, on the bottom portion of the screen, or whatever portion of the screen you're looking at on YouTube, or if you're listening to audio, from Mississauga, Ontario, please welcome Anaiah Pitt to the show. Anaiah, how's it going? And it's great to finally have you on.
Yeah, thanks so much for having me. I'm super excited.
For sure. We've got a great show planned for today, and hopefully we can get some great conversation going. And last but certainly not least, the pride of Windsor, Ontario. Please welcome SPEMA Council's other first year representative, Jackson Pretli, to the show. How's it going, my man?
It's going good. Thank you for having me on.
No worries, no worries. And if you're watching this on YouTube, again, I have to tell you, the SPEMA Council jerseys that we have got are just unbelievably top notch. And I think I can say great minds think alike when we decide to pick the dress code for the show. So good on you both. Just to get started here, when you think of the first year experience, there's a lot of things come to mind, but with COVID around, no one really anticipated or prepared for all classes are moving online. You'll be doing Zoom lectures, team lectures. So whoever wants to start, either Jackson or Anaiah, what how would you go about approaching the year when it was announced that, okay, my first year is going to be spent with online classes as opposed to in person?
I'll go first if Naya doesn't want to go. So for me, it was a little bit of a challenge, especially, but at least in grade 12, I got to finish my year online. So it was kind of just like a little bit of a segue, but it was definitely a
Right.
little bit challenging to be able to adapt to these online lectures because I didn't have lectures in high school. So this was the first time adapting to the online lectures, taking notes in real time again. So it was a little bit challenging from that standpoint. So, it was a challenge to adapt to the online, and just as perspective into first year, I didn't th- I think it's better than what I thought. I thought it was going to be a lot harder, a lot more stressful. It is still very stressful, but I feel like I've first time I ever used a schedule in my life, so I feel like that has helped me keep on track with everything.
Little crash course in time management there, eh?
Exactly.
Great,
Yeah,
great
for
stuff.
me, oh yeah, so for me, kind of the same thing. It was a little bit of a challenge. I also finished my grade 12 year online, so I thought that did really help out a bit with the whole learning from online thing. I was a bit prepared. The only thing I was concerned about was the course load because at the end of my grade 12 year, I was only having 3 classes, and then I knew that when I went into first year, I'd be having 5. So, and I've never had that before. So that was a bit of a little scare for me. But like Jack said, it's been better than I expected. Still pretty hard, still pretty challenging, but I'm managing.
Yeah. And I mean, even when you say you're managing that, that's still positive. That it really is. I mean, even from my experience, even though I had in person classes for first year, right? I still, there, the 5 classes, especially when you're managing your SPEMA courses and your contracts credits that you need to do well in order to get your degree. It seemed a little daunting at some points, but as time goes on, you end up finding ways to adapt, finding ways to finding ways to make time when it feels like you have a packed schedule full of work assignments. And as we are recording this podcast, I don't like to predate it, but as we're recording this podcast, midterm season for the winter term is in full swing. And again, a lot new things to the high heavens. And in first years, the is sort of the theme. But as long as you're able to adapt, as long as you're able to you know to take a deep breath at times, and collect yourself, then you improve in managing with all that coursework as time goes on. But moving on with staying on the theme of of challenges to the year, and I'm not kidding. We're not kidding ourselves when I say that there's been a fair amount, some more challenging than others. But just from a first year perspective, what do you think have been the biggest challenges to the 2020-2021 academic year that you've had so far?
You want to go first?
Go for. I went first last time.
Okay, cool.
You first.
So for me, I think at first, challenge was definitely meeting new people. I was really excited for that. Before the whole COVID thing hit, I was like so excited for university, ready to make all these new friends, and then that was not the case. I'm stuck at home. But I'm just honestly really, really grateful for SPMA Council and the opportunity to be a first year representative, because that actually gave me some more than usual to meet some new people. I'm really close with my first year reps, and yeah, it's been great. But other than that, I'd say like building those new relationships has been a bit harder.
And I'm in the exact same boat as Anaiah. Like for me, especially moving from Windsor to St. Catharines, it would have been a decently big move. So I was ready for the fresh start, meet new people, build new relationships, friendships, and to have that diminish, like, because obviously online it's very hard. So that was probably the most challenging thing from my standpoint as well. And like Anaiah said, it's very grateful for SPMA Council, as I've been able to meet some very well-rounded and very respectful individuals that I am proud to know now.
Yeah. I mean, like the thing that sort of is keeping people going in these trying times is you know you almost have to force yourself to like look for a thing that makes your life that makes your life purposeful, or makes your life interesting. Because you like, no one got a crash course in saying, okay, welcome to your first year. You're gonna have to meet people, or make connections all online without in-person interaction. And like, that's a hard thing to do, and it can sort of grind on people, because by nature we sort of crave in-person or interaction. I mean, I'm curious, like when it comes to like meeting people that that are in your year, like what's been the main source of that? Has it been lectures? Has it been LinkedIn, or how have you been able to connect a bit with the class of what's your year? It's 2024 or something like that. If I get the name wrong, feel free to chirp me in the comments down below.
No, I believe it's 2024 as well. So if I'm wrong too, it's kind of embarrassing.
Oof.
But for me, it was definitely the seminars, like the little breakout seminars and tutorials, where I really got to meet a lot of people, because there, instead of 300 kids that are in the lecture, it was 20. So there I got to like form the connections. We would connect on like Instagram, Snapchat, like exchange numbers or something, even Microsoft Teams we would use just to help each other out. So that was probably my main source, was the seminars, because with the course load, we were all trying to just help each other out because we all knew we were all in the same boat, especially first year university, trying to navigate the 5 course load, trying to navigate online. So it's mostly from those types of platforms where I built my friendships and connections so far.
So,
Same as
oh,
me. Yeah.
yeah, same with you. Same with you and I. Were you following that same route, or were you different?
I wouldn't say so much as the seminars. I feel like just group chats in general. I found myself in a lot of course group chats where we would discuss the work, help each other out, and bounce ideas off of each other. So I found that really helpful in building at least some connections. But yeah.
Yeah, you guys both make an interesting point about the seminars,
Hmm.
and because like if you look at it, with all due respect to lecture format, seminars are still very close to that sort of that intimate form small group format, just just albeit virtually, but you are seeing people, you are seeing people's faces, and you're going to and you get to you get to interact with them, and it may not it I don't know, it may not have seen, it may not have looked as much of a as much as of a I'm struggling to find the word here. So sorry, so much of a blessing, but when you consider that, again, we're creatures of social interaction. We're creatures of social interaction. We like to see people. We like to talk to people. Then having those at your disposal to build connect to to at least meet people. Forget making connections. Just meeting people certainly seems huge for you guys, and I'm sure it's huge for those who have chosen to take an advantage of the seminars. Moving on a different direction here, pivoting to life outside of the classroom, and it's a little odd. And when I say outside the classroom, I sort of mean away from from the room where you do work, because we often find our places of living are now dual environments for both classwork and social work. So when class is all said and done, how have you been able to either create opportunity for yourself, or at the very least just at least try and make life interesting for you?
Well, going outside really helps.
100%. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so just, getting fresh air. This room that I work in has turned into, sometimes it's just, there's just a bad vibe in here. After am doing work for so long. So just getting out, taking a deep breath, taking lots of breaks in between classes, and just, kind of changing the environment that I'm in.
Definitely.
Kind of reset, recharge, and then get back to work.
Definitely. Jackson?
Kind of in the same boat, going outside. I'm fortunate enough to have a dog, so I was able to get outside
Me too.
Nice.
kind of
Me
in the
too.
Awesome.
first semester more, especially since it's kind of colder now. So I was able to, go for a walk with her, just get some outside interaction. I've been working out, which helps give me some interest in life. So that's a little bit of change every day. Just trying to pick up some new hobbies here and there as well. So just trying to do the little stuff to make stuff interesting.
Awesome. It is game season in the Pretli household, as as the old saying goes. But I mean, yeah, like those to be honest are are two trends that have have been prevalent over the past year. If you have them, the importance of pets, and B the importance of getting outside. I mean, like I mean my dog that I have at home back in Mississauga. I don't I don't get to see her. I don't get to see her every day while I'm at Brock. But when I get when I get peppered with dog pictures in the old family text message group chat. That make you know that makes life fulfilling. That nice little moments that sort of gets you through the day. And same with going outside too. Like um, if I don't know if the listener if some of the listeners can relate to this, but if if you have roommates, then I or maybe this is just me, you sort of know when everyone's getting tired of working and wanting to take a break. So multiple times, especially when it was like nice and sunny out. Um, and we'd be working away. One person would be like football or soccer or basketball, and within 5 minutes, with a couple minutes, we'd be out of the house, getting in a nice workout. So ensuring that you're active, just doing something that you like. And I mean, I've been sort of privileged enough to have a basketball hoop and a soccer field about less than 100 yards away from where I'm living now in St. Catharines. But it's just ensuring that activity, ensuring that you have that you're at least trying to make an effort to make life purposeful and interesting. It goes a long way creating a positive environment for yourself, instead of just walking into like a mundane environment where you're feeling like you're clocking in at 1 hour and you're clocking out to end the day at another hour. But relating to that, the last sort of business that I want to get to is mental health. Look, we've seen the effects that COVID's brought onto mental health for a variety of reasons. Um, and and there's been a lot of ways that people have tried to at least keep their minds stable and their minds in check. So I want to pose a question to you guys. How have you been able to keep your mind healthy and positive for the most part? And what ways have you employed to do so?
For me, working out has been a big stress reliever, which has improved my mental health. That's number one. And then another one, I have a very good surrounding group with family, friends. So whenever I'm feeling a little bit down, I'm able to just let it all out, vent to them, which definitely helps the mental health. It gets a lot off my chest. So that's probably one of the biggest players that helps my mental health, is to talk it out. And I have that support group around me that I know if I ever need anything, they're there. And if they ever need anything, I'm there. So it's a very healthy support group that I have around me right now.
Anaiah?
Yeah, for me, I think a really big part of mental health is, self care, taking care of yourself, making sure you do things that make you happy and that you enjoy. So, what I've been doing, I implemented the system where I watch one TV show before I go to bed, just to keep me happy. Since I don't have to wake up too early in the morning, so that's what I'll do. And also relating back to what Jackson said about support system, I also have a really great group around me, like my family.
That's
And I'll
crucial.
go out of the way to connect with my friends from high school, see how they're doing, try and talk to them every day so that we don't lose that connection.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, just really main thing is doing things that make you happy.
Yeah, I mean, the support system is a real interesting thing. I mean, I mean, it's always been relevant, but it's even more relevant. It's even more relevant now, especially if someone is isolated, because I find that when you're talking to people that you know really well, especially your high school friends, say that you haven't talked to them talk to a friend in a month, and you shoot them a call, shoot them a FaceTime And it's funny. I don't know if this is like if it's like this for you guys, but it's like you talked to your friend yesterday. To be completely honest, because you know him that well, and that little boost of serotonin that you get is just is I don't know how to put it. It's just really, really great for the mind just to talk to people and stuff like that. So I mean, like support system and ensuring you're doing things you love. Um, that's a that is a those are two great strategies that you guys have done that you guys have done to get through this year. But as we close off this episode, it's and I want to thank you guys for joining me on this little roundtable format. It's not the usual format that we done for the SPMA Council podcast, but I thought it'd be nice to bring a nice student centered perspective to how things are going this year. But as is tradition, we like to give the guests slash host in this case a chance to sign off. So if you want to, you can share some little final reflections on the year and what's to come, or just take it as an excuse to shoot the breeze a little while longer. So Jackson and Anaiah, the floor is yours.
Ladies first.
Okay, so yeah, this was super fun. I've never actually done this before, so really great for this
First
experience.
podcast appearance, not a big
Yeah.
deal.
Look at me. Yeah, but this year has been quite a challenge, but like I said, we're managing. Just really looking forward to next year. Hopefully, in-person classes will make things way better. And yeah, passing off to Jackson.
Just thank you, Will, again for having us on. First podcast appearance on any podcast. So this is
Not a big deal. Times two.
so like Anaiah said, just looking forward to next year in person classes, and to any listeners out there, we're gonna get through this. It's been a tough year for everybody, but the light is at the end of the tunnel. We're almost there. Just stay strong. We're almost there.
And a great, great positive send off to end episode 17. We hope you enjoyed listening to the show. So take care, stay classy, and God bless. We'll see you guys soon. Cheers, folks.